Hi everybody, we're in beautiful Hopkinton State Park and it is very beautiful outside. I love the heat, but I think it's a little bit dehydrated. So I hope you guys bear with us and join us along on our adventure on counting to 100 in 100 languages. And
Today's episode is Sinhala.
yes, very precious language. Coming from the
A very beautiful country, Sri Lanka.
yes, the island of Sri Lanka. I have my friend here, Rajit, who is helping me along in counting in Sinhala. And this language is, I know I say this for every language, but I really think this language is very beautiful. It's a very unique language. And anyways, yeah. I did not learn the alphabet for this language, I'm ashamed to say, because it has 57 characters, right? Yeah, it has a lot of characters, and I felt very intimidated by that. However, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna present the word on the screen, whether I should use whether I should use the Latin alphabet to write it on the screen, or whether I should use the Sinhala
alphabet.
Okay, so yeah, I will try to find how to put that. Unfortunately, in the video editing software that I'm using right now, sometimes it like puts the it inverts the characters when they're not Latin characters. It did that with my Hebrew language video, so but I think since Sinhala is written from left to right, I don't think it's gonna do that. Anyways, okay. So before we get counting, I always like to do a little bit of a history about the language, because I think we should always know a little bit about the language we're trying to learn, and knowledge is power. And anyway, so I'm gonna do my best. Okay, so the Sinhala or Sinhalese language is spoken by 16 million people. Rajit said 20 million people, so maybe there's, maybe there's more people.
We can say in between 16 to 20.
Yeah, in between 16 and 20 million people. The Sinhalese people are the largest ethnic group of Sri Lanka. It is an Indo Aryan language that branches off from the Indo-European languages. It branches off from the Indo-European language group.
Aye.
It is. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is written in Sinhalese script, which is one of the Brahmic scripts. It is a descendant of the and that is the oldest writing system of India, the Brahmic script.
Brahmic.
Yeah, he says it better. Brahmic scripts. Okay. Sinhala played an important role in the development of the Theravada Buddhist literature.
Theravada.
Yeah. Okay. Its closest relatives are the Maldivian languages of the Maldives. Maldives are islands that are small islands which are relatively close to Sri Lanka, I assume, because their languages are so similar. Sinhala is a Sanskrit term corresponding to the Indo Aryan word lion. Yes. So the development of Sinhala is divided into 4 periods. The Sinhalese prakrit is what was spoken from ever since the language was spoken in up to the 3rd century after Christ. The Proto-Sinhalese was spoken from the 3rd century to the 7th century. Medieval Sinhalese was spoken from the 7th to the 12th century, and then modern Sinhalese, which is what we speak now, was spoken from the 12th century to the present. Some features set the Sinhala language apart due to the influence of the Vedda languages.
Vedda.
Yeah, Vedda language, which is an endangered language used by the indigenous people of Sri Lanka. And just some interesting features about the Vedda language. Vedda language. Vedda language is it has it resembles Sinhalese with a lot of the words they use, but then there's also some words that cannot be traced to any language. So there's some Indian loan words, like what was that language we were talking about?
It's called Malayalam,
Malayalam, yeah,
the main language in the Kerala area.
yes, and also it influenced Sinhalese in phonetics and grammatical in grammatical. No, let me say that again. Some Indian loanwords, some Indian languages, some loan words from Indian languages like Malayalam, that influence that have influenced Sinhalese, grammatically and phonetically, setting it apart from formal Sinhala and other northern Indo Aryan languages. Due to colonialism, Sinhala contains Portuguese, Dutch, and English. Portuguese, Dutch, and English loanwords. The Sinhala's writing system is abogida, which is I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's a linguistic term that corresponds to the vowels and the consonants are written as one unit. Vowels are indicated with diacritics as opposed to written letters for vowels. And I just a little bit of a side note, because I do speak Hebrew. This is not always the case. For Hebrew, we do have letters that indicate vowels, but there is some vowels that we won't pronounce, and we'll use diacritics to indicate how the consonant is supposed to be pronounced. So Hebrew has a little bit of that. All right. So the Sinhala language has 60 letters, 18 vowels, and 42 consonants. But only 57 of his letters are required for writing colloquial Sinhala. The rest are sounds that have gotten lost in the colloquial change. All right, so that's it for my description of the language and the history of the language. Do you have anything else to? Do you have anything to add, James?
No, I think I did good, right?
Yeah. Okay. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get counting. I'm gonna try to count, and he's gonna correct me when I make a mistake.
If you make a mistake.
Yeah, if I make a mistake. So hopefully I don't make a mistake. I didn't find counting to be that difficult to understand. It has a pretty simple counting system. Well, there's some words that don't really follow there's some numbers that don't follow the rules. I think those make it a little bit more difficult. But that's just like with any language. So yeah, I'm gonna get counting, and then I'll describe a little bit of how the counting system works, and then maybe you can jump in as well.
Sure.
Okay. Eka, teka, tuna, hatara, paha, haya, hata, ata, namer, dahaya. Okay, so that was 10. There's no rule for that because, I'm just I'm doing the single digits. Now 11 is ekolaha, dolaha is 12, 13 is dahatuna. So the way the rule works for this is you don't say the whole 10 dahaya, you say dahatuna.
Yep.
So you say daha and then the single digit. So dahatuna, the hatara, and the ha and hatara kind of like they kind of blend together to make the hatara, and then and this doesn't follow the rules. 15 is pahalava.
Yep.
And then 16 is the hasaya. So instead haya, you say saya.
The hasaya.
Yeah, the hasaya. The hata. I'm sorry, the hata. The ha'ata. The haname. And visa. Okay.
Yep.
So now 20 like making compound numbers after that, you don't have to add an and, which is very common in some languages, luckily. But sometimes like it seems like the word changes a little bit when you go into compound numbers. So visa is 20, and 21 would be visi eka, visi eka, visi deka, visi tuna, visi hata, visi paha, visi haya, visi hata, visi ata, visi namer. And then 30 is tiha. And to make compound numbers with 30, you don't say tihi eka, you say tis eka, tis deka. And you would keep going up to tis namer.
Yep.
And then 40 is hatav?
Hataliha.
Oh, forgive me, hataliha. And again, this changes a little bit when you go into compound numbers with 40. So you would say hatalis eka, hatalis deka, hatalis tuna, hatalis hatara, hatalis paha, all the way up to 49, which is hatalis namer. And then 50 is panaha. And then 51, again, when you're doing compound numbers, is panas eka, panas deka, panas tuna, panas hata, panas paha, panas haya, panas hata, panas ata, panas namer. And you're going to 60, which is hata.
Hata.
So your you're doing like a th sound, but it's not really like a th, it's a t, right?
Ta.
T.
Ta.
Am I saying it right?
Ta.
T. Okay. Hata.
Hata.
And then hata eka, hata deka,
Hata tuna.
hata paha, hata haya, hata ata, hata namer. And 70 is hatava. Okay, and now 71, so this is a little bit confusing, especially if you're a Western language speaker. Like, I think it can be a little confusing. 60 and 70, like the compound numbers of 60 and 70 can sound very much the same to us. Obviously it doesn't to them because they're used to, but your th on 70 is not a hard t, it's a soft th.
Yep.
So hatta eka, hatta
Eka.
hatta deka, hatta tuna, hatta paha, hatta haya, hatta ata, hatta namer. And now we're gonna go to 80, which is anuva.
Asuva.
Oh, forgive me, asuva. I just said 90, asuva. And then to make compound numbers with that, this is pretty simple. You just shorten the word. So you would say asu eka, asu deka, asu tuna, asu hatar, asu paha, asu haya, asu hata, asu ata, asu namer. And now you say asuva.
Anuva.
Oh, I'm switching to anuva.
Yeah.
Okay. And this shortens just like with 80. So you say instead of anuva eka, you say anu eka, anu deka, anu tuna, anu hata, anu paha, all the way up to 99, which would be anu namer. And then 100 is siya.
Yeah.
Siya. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Or do you have anything else to add here?
No, you did it perfectly fine.
Well, I messed
Nothing
up.
more to add.
I made a few mistakes here and there, but that's okay. Yes. So, yeah, stay tuned, and I hope everybody has a blessed day, and take care. Bye, guys.
Ayubowan.